Big Mom. I mean Blackbeard. Yeah, Blackbeard. What is up? What is good? Ace the Mute back at it again, breaking the code of silence because I felt the need indeed to bring you another video. So, what is the question today? How are we gonna have a war that's better than Marineford? Yeah, let's talk about that. So, first off, it's kind of going to go like this. And I'm going to try to keep this brief because I love to rant, and I'm not trying to rant. Somehow, the Marines are going to capture all of the warlords, all of them. Yes, that includes Mihawk, that includes Boa Hancock. Somehow, I don't know how, the Marines are going to capture them. They're going to end up in Impel Down. Those are the players in this game because all of the warlords will make another appearance at the war. They are. That's just how it is. They're going to make another appearance. Now, if you really want to nitpick every situation, then yeah, of course. There's no way that Mihawk is getting beaten by the Navy. There's no way that Hancock is... Well, there's a good chance... I don't know. Hancock versus Kobe, that's another video. Let's... All right. So, the whole premise that I have this in my head for, because I can't speak, the whole reason why I have this premise in my head is because I believe that basically in the same way that Ace was captured by the Marines and was executed at Marineford, Luffy is going to not allow that to happen to Sabo, who is going to be executed at Marineford because of he's being blamed for the death of the King of Alabasta and the disappearance of Princess Vivi. Look, Vivi, my gosh, can't speak today. The disappearance of Princess Vivi. And I'm not quite sure how Kuma's going to be involved in this, but I believe he's not going to be alive after this. Either he's going to be alive and there on the Marine side, or he's just not going to be alive anymore. Which, is he technically even still alive if he's 100% machine? But that's beside the point. That's just a whole ethics conversation that we really don't even need to get into right now. So, how exactly is Luffy going to handle it this time? Luffy's going to hear that Sabo is in prison, or rather, about to be executed, and not do the same thing that he did with Ace. He is going to actually rush Impel Down. This is Luffy. He's going straight to Impel Down. He's going straight to hell. And all of its 6 layers. Just to get Sabo back. This is facts. He's not going to allow that to happen again. In conjunction to that, there will be a few different plot points, which is where I'm kind of predicting as to how they were able to capture all of the warlords. But there's going to be a few different plot points that's going to enhance the situation. For starters, Luffy, Nami, and I want to say Usopp. Usopp's the outlier. Luffy, I'm sorry, my dog is being rude to the other dogs. For example, hold on a second. Balto! Gone! Okay. So, for example, Luffy, Nami, Usopp. That's probably going to be the pair. If not Luffy and Chopper, if not Usopp and Chopper, it's going to be Luffy, Usopp, and Nami. Chopper's probably going to stay near either Frankie, Brook, Zoro, Nami, or Luffy. So you can pretty much count the weak trio being with Luffy. Zoro's going to get off the ship, walk with them, and immediately disappear. Almost... Where did Zoro go? Gone. Instantly gone. Let me see. Brooke is probably going to stay on the ship or close by, just close enough to where he could use his ghost and go through all the walls to try to figure out where Sabo is. Um, sorry, I'm outside because it feels amazing out here. Um, Robin's not stepping foot in Impel Down. Robin and Frankie are more than likely staying on the ship because, excuse me, because there is no way that Nico Robin is walking anywhere inside of Impel Down. Because if the moment that somebody sees her, snatched, gone. She's not never to be found. Frankie's going to stay. Well, actually, he might come along. See if Tom is there. If Tom's still alive, maybe Tom is there. We never saw him. Luffy wasn't there to catch Tom. Luffy was there to get Ace. But pretty much, if he doesn't, then it would be Arlong. Sorry, I was watching an episode with Arlong and Jinbei, and I was just thinking back, like, man, Arlong was the threat of the East Blue, punching Jinbei, and it doesn't even. It's funny because it's like, Arlong, you're not even a threat. My gosh, what were we really looking at there? And that's gonna make me go back and look at this whole series like, who was really a threat and who was not? But that's beside. Let's get back to the main. So Jinbei is probably gonna stay on the ship. Frankie Frankie's going to stay on the ship as well if he doesn't just leave, because he wants to make sure the ship is safe, but at the same time he wants action because he's Frankie. So we basically have the dynamic right there. Sanji's either going to stay on the ship or stealth black the entire time. Sorry, I'm looking at myself in the camera. Stealth black the entire time, and then from there, it's basically gonna go like this. Luffy's gonna march in. Nami's gonna be right there behind him. Usopp and Chopper will be separated from them because of the probably first the Sphinx, then the Beast, the Wardens of. I can't talk. My gosh. Then it's going to be Chopper and Usopp who are going to separate from Luffy and Nami because they are guarding the guards of Impel Down from stopping Luffy and Nami. Then Luffy's going to run into Hancock. Well, first Luffy's going to run into Mr. 3 and Buggy, in that order of importance. Stay with me now. Number 3 and then Buggy. Basically, from there, what's going to happen is they're going to do pretty much the same thing they did last time, but a little bit better. And when I say a little bit better, I mean they're stronger so that they can handle it. Luffy's going to get all of the warlords. Well, all except Mihawk, because really Zoro's gonna wander off and randomly meet up with Mihawk, break him out, get his sword, and then you have Mihawk on your side. Really, do you need anything else? You have Boa Hancock who's going to join up because Luffy, and then you'll have an interesting dynamic of it's going to be Luffy, Nami, and Hancock. That's just an amazing dynamic. Another dynamic that we're going to see is Buggy, Nami, and Luffy, because Buggy by himself is a character. Buggy with number 3 is a character. Buggy with Luffy is a character. Bless you. Buggy with number 3 and Luffy is a character. Buggy, number 3, Luffy, and Nami? That's a whole gag running down the hallway. Like, just gag after gag after gag. Pause. Now, the funniest part behind all of this, instead of Crocodile being the enemy that, we can't let him go. No, he's coming. Instead of it going to be Crocodile, it's going to be Doflamingo. He has been sitting there waiting for Luffy to break him out because he wants to see the world burn. Let's be honest with you. Doflamingo is just wants one thing: destruction. And I'm sure he wants a piece of the pie of getting to the top, which is never going to happen. But that's kind of what's going to. Anyway, they're going to get all the way down to the bottom, and it kind of does include Doflamingo, because what they're going to find is Doflamingo laughing because they actually thought that Sabo, the second commander of the second hand commander, wow, the second hand of the revolutionary armies would actually be held in Impel Down. No, he's in Marineford waiting to be executed. So they're going to leave. They're going to bust right through the doors. Nothing's going to stop them. Magellan's not stopping them this time. We're going to finally see Magellan's strength when it comes to hockey, but he's not stopping him this time. They're not. It's not going to be like last time. In place really, it could be. But in place of Ivankov, it would be Chopper. After they deal with what they deal with. Because I think that this is going to be the moment where Chopper gets his, character development, because he is a Zoan type. They stopped to fight the guards of Impel Down, who are all awakened Zoan types. Even if Chopper is awakened, he is not awakened. What? No. No. You got to think about this. What is Chopper really gonna do? Usopp isn't a good support when it comes to Zoan after Zoan after Zoan. I don't care if you fought all of the smiles and whatever different beasts in Kaido's army. And yes, I say Kaido's army because it's a pirate crew, but it might as well be an army. I don't care. Usopp and Chopper are going to get seriously hurt. Usopp's going to barely make it alive. Chopper's going to barely bring him back to health. Well, afterwards, Chopper's going to look at himself like he's worthless. Like he is. He's going to. And then Usopp is going to be the one to be like, what's wrong with you? You're acting weak. To which Usopp will have to be that voice to Chopper. And they're going to fight. May not be as bad as Luffy and Usopp. Hey! Down. It might not be that bad, but at the same time, they're gonna fight. If you really, really put that dynamic there, it's partially because they're best friends and they care about each other, but it's also partially because Chopper's the youngest. Like, the youngest out of everybody, and I don't care if he's a reindeer. He ate the human fruit. He's a human in a reindeer's body. Am I wrong? Anyway, what's then gonna happen? This time, number 2 is coming. Bon Clay is not staying this time. Luffy's not gonna have it. They're all leaving. And guess which Yonko's going to be there to meet them. And it's not going to be Luffy. Because Luffy isn't going to be classified as a Yonko anymore. Pirate King candidate. Let's be real. Do you know which Yonko's going to be there? Kaido. Because once Luffy beats Kaido, he is going to become a Luffy stan. That's a whole different video. That's a whole different area. I'm going to get into that probably either next few hours or next week. So, just Kaido stan. And Big Mom, who still wants her revenge. If they don't go to Elbaf first, which I don't think they will. I honestly think Elbaf is going to be after the next war. Kind of like, you know how Fishman Island was like, we've been trying to get to the Fishman Island. It was like the introduction to the New World, but at the same time, it was like the part 2 of Sabaody. I think Elbaf is going to be the area of rest and afterwards arc. And then another random situation that the Straw Hats have to handle because they're there and, the Straw Hats are Straw Hats. and it's going to be majorly Usopp. So of course, if Usopp has the momentum, gumption, and motivation to do something, Straw Hats are all for it. Um, Basically, they're going to rush through, going to coup the burst all the way through, probably over the walls if possible. If not over, they're going to find some way to open the doors. This is where me personally, this is where I think that instead of Buggy, no, blah, instead of Bon Clay being the person to open the doors, it's going to be Buggy. How? I'm not quite sure, but he's going to sneak his way in there. He's going to get in there because it's going to be, and a little bit fast forward, we're going to get to this. It's going to be Bon Clay who's there ready to execute Sabo. Let's bring it back. So they get to they get to Marineford. Sabo's there waiting for execution. Dragon is there. Already started. Luffy and Dragon are going to meet up. First time. Then out of nowhere, the skies are going to turn brown and black. I mean, black and gray and thundery. Oh, no, 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 no. You see a giant dragon come from the sky. Luffy, join my crew. Like like Kaido will chase Luffy to the end of the earth just because he wants him as his second or first commander over King and Queen, because Luffy is on the tier of fighting Kaido. I mean, on the tier of fighting Kaido. Yeah. Where am I getting this from? Because if Shanks hadn't stopped Kaido from coming, Kaido would have been at Marineford the first time. Let's bring it back. When did Shanks show up? After meeting Kaido. So let's think about this. If Shanks isn't there, or Shanks is already there at Marineford, who's there to stop Kaido? Nobody. Because let's be factual. Nobody's killing Kaido. Kaido can't die. He can't. Literally can't. He may take a lot of damage, but he can't die. Big Mom's dying before Kaido. Let's be facts. Let's be factual. Even as indestructible as Big Mom looks, Kaido's just built different and will not die of an old age death. Kaido's living, so Kaido's going to chase Luffy until Luffy joins his crew, which will never happen. So Kaido's always going to chase Luffy. That's just how it is. To bring it to the whole, take it to the whole. When the fighting starts, we're going to see everybody show out. Everybody. I mean, the people we didn't think about, the people we've been waiting for. We're going to see Zoro and Sanji and Luffy. All three. All three. In fact, no, we're going to see Luffy standing there while Zoro and Sanji are fighting right there. And then when Luffy steps down, ooh, he's going to spear the attack. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, so from there, down. So from there, Luffy is going to spear the attack. My dog makes me lose my train of thought. Luffy's going to spear the attack, followed by Zoro and Sanji. Usopp's going to hang back because he's the sniper, of course. What? And to be honest with you, I really do see Shanks showing up. And then Blackbeard every Yonko that's still a Yonko will be here. Because Luffy will be there. Literally. Luffy will be there. Shanks, instead of stopping Kaido, will be there to support Luffy. Dragon is going to be there. Kaido will chase Luffy. If Big Mom's still around and kicking, Big Mom is still gonna chase Luffy. She wasn't joking. I will chase you and keep chasing you until you apologize, which I'm starting to think that's all she wants is just an apology and servitude. But Luffy's not gonna serve her. It won't happen. It will also be when Shanks shows up because Shanks is going to try to stop it, and then Blackbeard's going to show up because he wants the meta no me. And this is the perfect opportunity to take out Kaido, Big Mom, Shanks, and Dragon. Luffy can come back later. He's not worried about Luffy. He never really was worried about Luffy. In fact, he likes Luffy. That's just how it is. And no, I don't mean like take it as in use it. I mean take the fruit as in just have it as his major groups of fruits that he has in his repertoire. Like just have them there, kind of like how Big Mom did. Because Big Mom, let's be honest, you don't just stumble upon the mochi fruit and the candy fruit and all of these confectionist fruits that make you have the ability to mold sweets to your need. No, you have those. You were searching for them on off the rip. Probably had the. Hmm. Hmm. See, this is what I get for ranting. I just thought of something. What if Kaido, what if, this kind of goes into my theory. Excuse me, just on a minor note, a minor side note, slight rant. I believe that Big Mom is actually possessed by Zebek because Zebek had the revive fruit. That fruit, instead of him going to his own body, he embedded Teach, which why embed a young Blackbeard? Maybe there's a relationship there. Maybe he really is his son. But to bring it a whole, I believe that that's his third devil fruit. That's the third one. The revive fruit, yami no mi, and gura no mi. He has all three already. That's just how I feel. I'll go into a deeper conversation later. But for now, Zebek had a catalog for all the devil fruits. Unless there were multiple copies, I believe Big Mom ripped out all of the good ones that are like, hey, I like that fruit, I like that fruit, I like that fruit, and took them and ran just so that she could find all of them, which kind of goes into where I believe that the book that Zebek had was in Whitebeard's care. So I'm ranting. Let me bring it back. So if Luffy is there, Kaido will be there. If Shanks is there, Blackbeard will be there. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest here. I believe that the Yonko that's dying this time is Shanks to Blackbeard. Hence, where Luffy will really have a vendetta against this man. Why do I say now? Because Blackbeard's the whole reason why Ace is dead. Yes and no. Yes and no. See, originally Blackbeard's plan was forget it. Blackbeard's plan originally, I'm going to get Straw Hat Luffy's head. Ace, who was already on the way to get him, regardless of how many times people told him no, stubbornly was like, hey, yeah, no, I'm not going to let you do that, and fought him. End of the day, Blackbeard was just caring about himself and being a means to an end. There was no ill will. In fact, he really liked Ace. In fact, he was like, Ace, join me. I'm after this guy named Straw Hat Luffy. That's my brother. Ooh. Well, I'm gonna have to get you then, because if you're not gonna let me, then I think your head will be just as good as his. Pause. Back to the whole bigoted part of it, and I say bigoted because society. Back to the whole part of it that I'm really trying to, point out, because of the minor steps that Ace made, that's really what caused his own death. Ace could have ran away from Akainu No, he was Akainu at the time. Could have ran away from Akainu, saying, like, when he was talking all that stuff about Whitebeard, who just died to save him. He was like, no, you're wrong. All the stuff you're talking about, you're wrong. While he's running away. Nah, nah, son. You gonna see me. You gonna see me. And then he fought him. Luffy got in the way. Ace died. So really, if you blame anybody, it's Luffy's weakness. But that's kind of messed up to blame Luffy for being weak in a situation where everybody trumped him in power. And let's be shambles with it here. If you really think about it, what is Luffy doing against multiple people who can literally throw their haki? Gonna be honest here, I kind of think that the original, no, that's a bit running for stretch. I was thinking that the original admirals had conquerors haki, but that's a bit of, see, this is what I'm talking about, ranting. Let me bring it to a close. It's going to be Luffy and the Straw Pirates charging Impel Down, like, I guess, freeing all of the warlords and whoever wants to come with them. Bucky's going to open the door. They're going to catapult their way through, or the door is going to be open. Buggy won't even have to sacrifice himself, and make it look like he stayed with his men because he didn't want his men to be in there forever by themselves. But rather, they manage to push the button. They coup the burst through the door. The door ends up closing behind them. They make it through. Jinbei's on the sails because Jinbei's on the sail. Of course, Jinbei Jinbei. Of course he's on the sail. Of course he's on the helm. What? Exactly. Anyway, so Jinbei is doing what he needs to do. Luffy's at the front, just thinking about Sabo. Thinking about the time he's wasted. Thinking about all of this. It's all coming to a head. Luffy is going to spearhead, while Dragon is going to go for that side, basically the side support, while Shanks is going to come for that backup. Kaido's coming out of nowhere because Shanks was trying to stop Kaido, but Kaido's going to show up out of nowhere because he wants Luffy to join his crew. Forget what you're doing right now. Come join me. Forget what you're doing. I don't care. You're coming with me. You can't say no. I'm coming. I am going to take you with me to my place, wherever it is, because they're not going to be in Wano anymore. I don't know. Maybe a Sky Island. That's where we saw him. That's where he might be. Kaido in the sky. That couldn't be a bad move. He's a dragon after all. But let's digress. Kaido's going to show up. Shanks is going to show up. Then Blackbeard's going to show up. Sabo, in this case, I don't see him dying. I don't see Sabo being killed. But I do see Sabo getting hurt, either psychologically or physically. And I see Shanks really dying. There. Against Blackbeard. What really does Blackbeard need now to fight Shanks? He has 2 devil fruits, maybe 3 different types of haki, just like Shanks, and depending upon the level of haki, let's put it this way. I don't think Shanks' Conqueror's haki will make him immune to the Yami no Mi, to the dark fruit. I don't think that's going to happen. That's just a fact. And if you have Conqueror's haki and embed that into your power, would that not make your black hole a literal black hole that yields to nothing? Just a thought process. But yeah, that's kind of how I see this. Sabo's going to make it out alive. Shanks might not. And I say might because I don't know what Blackbeard's going to do. Blackbeard might not even show up. Like, let's be real. What if everything that I just said happens except Blackbeard showing up, Shanks doesn't die, Sabo doesn't die, nobody dies? It's complete opposite of what happened last time. It wasn't an epic failure, it was an epic victory. But in the same way it's an opposite, Blackbeard isn't there. Where is he? Oh, I don't know. Maybe at Big Mom's taking her pornographs. maybe already on the way to Laugh-Tale. In case you guys are not caught up and only on anime only. No, anime's there now. Yeah, Laugh-Tale. Um, Yeah, but that's basically what it is. This is completely, raw and unedited. So you're going to see all of my quirks, my mess ups, and all of my yam yams. Thank you, ma'am. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you dislike. I mean, sorry. Leave a like if you liked. Leave a like if you disliked. No, if you agree with what I'm saying, then leave it in the comments. If you disagree, leave it in the comments. I'm eager to hear what people think about the things that I'm saying, because I truly believe that this time everybody's stepping away alive, or people are dying because Blackbeard show up. All right, that's enough of me. Going silent, and remember that it's always better to be silent and be thoughtful than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. So let me do it for you. Later.